After witnessing the dramatic conclusion of the Final Fantasy VII Remake back in 2020, fans around the world have been desperate to learn more about this ambitious reimagining of the original game. So here's everything you need to know about the game. 1. The first thing worth noting is that Sephiroth is playable. This particular point has been the subject of much debate since the trailer. During combat, you can make the villain your main character and perform all the sort of death-dealing attacks you'd expect from the famous antagonist. Everything you remember from Final Fantasy VII, Remake's encounters, from the abilities and the limit breaks to the basic slashes and swipes, return in the PS5 follow-up, but now they're complemented by a new set of moves named Synergy Skills. These are new, flashy abilities that allow two party members to team up and perform a powerful attack together. 2. Vincent and Cid will be accompanying characters. Sad news for fans of legendary characters. Square Enix has confirmed that everyone's favorite edgy gunslinger will be an AI companion in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and not fully playable, just like Red 13 in Final Fantasy VII Remake. The same goes for the chain-smoking pilot Cid, who remains elusive, hard to define, and thus highly cool. Of course, Red 13 will be playable this time around, along with Cait Sith and Yuffie. 3. The open world is huge. The Grasslands area alone is a vast map spanning a 2-kilometer radius. In an interview, director Naoki Hamaguchi makes it sound like Rebirth is going to be massive. What we've done is we've taken the world map from the original Final Fantasy VII, but we've created it all in a 1-to-1 real scale. So all of the dungeons, all of the cities, everything in that world is now included in the same space. One seamless map, he says. So again, it's not quite open world. You can't just go anywhere you want at any time. But it is one big, seamless map made up of countryside, towns, and dungeons. The scope of this game is beginning to seem more and more impressive. Let's now describe each of the known zones. Grasslands, a vast, verdant expanse of land rich with Mako. These plains are dotted with smaller outposts and planetary fonts waiting to be discovered. Adventure lies beyond the swamplands, but you'll need to rent a chocobo from the local ranch if you want to cross. Under Junin, former capital of the eponymous republic, this once bustling port town fell into decline after its destruction at the hands of Shinra. All that remains now is a desolate fishing village where the displaced citizens have taken refuge. Junon, previously a beacon of hope and economic prosperity, the former capital of the Republic now slumbers beneath the waves. After its takeover, Shinra repurposed the city into its second largest outpost, a fortified stronghold replete with an underwater reactor. Gold Saucer, a gilded paradise constructed over the Corel Desert, this Shinra-owned facility uses copious amounts of Mako to power its state-of-the-art attractions. The park draws in tourists from around the world and keeps them entertained from dawn to dusk to dawn again. 4. Exploration, countless quests, and other diversions await you on your journey. A brief stop along your adventure could lead you to unearth useful treasures or make other fascinating discoveries. Chocobo Ranches. Each region boasts ranches where you can exchange golden plumes for new chocobo gear. Customize your bird's ensemble to create a steed that's all your own. Item Transmuter. Collect the materials outlined in transmutation formulae to create items. Transmuting items will improve your craftsmanship and in turn unlock new formulae with which you can obtain rare items. Odd Jobs. Cloud works as a mercenary, taking on odd jobs from people in need wherever he goes. You can check the notice boards at major outposts if you're looking for work. 5. Chadley will return once an employee in Shinra's research and development division has left Midgar behind, thanks to Cloud. He aims to reactivate the world's defunct communications towers to facilitate his understanding of the planet, for which he needs the party's assistance. Remnawave Towers. Activating the Old Republic's Remnawave Towers in each region will open up new research opportunities. When visiting a location for the first time, try seeking out these towers. They will not only help you get your bearings, but also offer a great view of the surrounding area. Combat assignments. Seek out rare fiends in their natural habitats, and gather intel on special assignments to unlock new challenges in Chadley's combat simulator. These missions will test your mental mettle, though, so be sure to fight strategically. Excavation sites. When a chocobo smells treasure, a will appear above its head. Following the scent might lead you to unearth a valuable item or a new transmuter formula. Chocobo stops. Repair fallen chocobo stop signs to transform them into fast travel spots. If you see a stray chocobo chick, be sure to follow it. Not only will it lead you to one of these stops, but it will reward you with a golden plume once your repair work is complete. 6. Not only stories and battles, but all kinds of mini-games await players. The Final Fantasy series is known for its card games, especially Triple Triad. In Final Fantasy Rebirth, the player will have a strategic card game, Queen's Blood, where players take turns placing cards on the board in an attempt to overpower their opponent by accumulating power in each lane. Collect cards and utilize their abilities to claim the crown as QB royalty. Piano performance. After obtaining a piece of sheet music, head to a piano and try your hands at performing it. These pieces feature music from the game, with some proving to be quite the challenge. If you would rather improvise, however, you can perform original music in the free play mode. Moogle Mischief. A mini-game to bring mischievous Moogle kids back to their Mog stools. The Moogle kids will attack you in every possible way, so be careful not to be caught off guard by their cute smiles.
Aww.
Another mini-game is catching Chocobo in real time out in the wild. 7. Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy will link up with Advent Children. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director Tetsuya Nomura confirmed that the trilogy will connect with the movie Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. The Final Fantasy VII Advent Children movie was released back in 2005, and it acted as a continuation of the original game's storyline. With a story set 2 years after FF7, the movie saw Cloud returning to action and facing off against new enemies while the hero investigated children stricken by a mysterious illness. Conclusion. He had been wondering just how different is this project going to be. When compared to the original, now, at the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake, we defeat the Arbiters of Fate, these beings that are tasked with keeping destiny in check, making sure that the timeline doesn't diverge from where it was supposed to be originally. However, it seems that at the end of the game, Sephiroth absorbs them, and the consequences of him doing that have remained pretty unknown for the past 3, almost 4 years. And now, we are heading into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the brand new game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, but we're all left wondering just how differently the story will be, but the team is ensuring Final Fantasy VII Rebirth delivers on everything fans of the original are looking for, and with everything else that's been revealed within the recent trailer and information dumps which included mini-games, more focus on Zack, and the news that Rebirth will conclude with the fated events of the Forgotten Capital, it means there is a lot to look forward to. The good thing is that there's not too long to wait. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is set to release as a PS5 exclusive on 29th of February 2024. Are you excited to return to the world that Square Enix began to remake in 2020? Share your excitement in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content.
Deal with that. Go for it. My turn.
Here it comes!
All right.
Victory is all but guaranteed!
Now's our chance. Leave the rest to me.